Let's see here. It should pop up any second now. Haven't talked to Al in a while. So it's nice to have a little chat every now and then. My buddy Al Forte. There we go. How's everybody doing out there? Al should be dropping in any second now. Ah, there he is. There he is. Hey, Al, how's it going?
Howdy, howdy, howdy. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. What you been up to?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Making some of this, that's always a good thing, right? I mean,
literally or through work?
Oh well, it's a secret. It's a secret.
Yeah. I was laughing because the other day I had a $100 bill in my pocket and I had to pay for some parts, some tools and stuff, and I pulled out the, and whenever you have big bills like that, you always joke around because people, I mean, well, middle class or people don't often carry that, and when we do, we take advantage of saying, just printed it up myself.
Yeah. Fresh off the press, right?
Fresh off the press. Yeah. I actually said something like fresh off the press, and I goes, not mine, the Treasury Department, but still.
Right. Yeah, it's am I locking up?
No. I mean, you're a little slow, but I mean, you're sputtering slightly, but not much. You're good.
I just wondered. Kind of didn't see your link.
The message. Yeah. It was a last minute thing. I was just I gotta just take a chill pill because earlier this week, busted my butt digging a trench for the footers for the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And the way the engineer designed it, he just, even the concrete guys are saying this is ridiculous, and they designed it for like a snow load or something like that. I think because
in Florida.
Well, yeah, in Florida, way over designed. What happens is I've got a 1 foot by 3 foot deep footer. That's nuts. And 6 pads where the columns are that are 6 by 6 by 3. I mean, this guy just added an extra 15 cubic yards. That's $3,000 to my foundation.
He don't care.
Huh?
He don't care, right? He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. No. Now the good thing. See, the bad thing is I've already been fighting with this. It's well, let me see if I can make the story as short as possible. I originally made the house and the foundation with Romac with the actually I designed it, and then Romac engineered up the plans, which they just put all the calculations in. So it was practically copy and paste because there's very few things. I told them anything that you suggest needs a change, or then by all means, And so they gave me a set of plans, and it included a slab for a future steel building. Now, the slab for the future steel building, I did not have the steel building plans yet. So when I got them on the steel building plans, they said they will not be responsible for the anchor bolt transmission of forces, blah 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 blah. So I had Romac again recreate the plans for that steel building specific to it. I said, okay, great. So they did that. Okay. Now, the county rejected it because they said they needed the second time, because they said they needed wind loads and calculations and a letter from the engineer saying he'd be responsible because this manufacturer is not this, this engineer is not this engineer. So, so then I went and coughed up another $1,000 and had the foundation, the steel building engineer design a whole new set of foundation for my, luckily I hadn't poured yet, so I was fine. It's for my steel building. So what happens now? Now, this guy is from Alabama. He's licensed in Florida, and the steel building manufacturers in Colorado, and I'm dealing through them. So it took a month and a half to get all the details right. And by details, I mean he wanted to add wire mesh on the slab. Wire mesh would have increased I use fiber all the time, and it's fine. Wire mesh would have increased the cost about $3,000. So I had him make a note. He didn't put Florida Building Code on the plans, which is the first thing that they look for on the counter. And he didn't send me a set of originals. He sent me a copy. Okay, so he fixed all of that. Another month goes by, and this was finally last month. I got the permit. Yay! And at this point, I am so happy that I got the permit. I don't want to do a damn change on it. First of all, the steel building is coming at the end of April, so it's almost here. I gotta pour this slab already, because if not, you're gonna have a steel building sitting around on the ground in rainy Florida for however long before I put it up. And that's not good. It could warp. It could get rust. It could, whatever. The parts. Okay. All of that being said, when this engineer came back with those plans, like I said, I didn't even question them. I just put them in because I wanted the permit. I figure a revision might be easier later, a small revision. Well, oh my God, the amount of steel that he stuck in this thing is ridiculous. So here's what I'm getting at. The worst thing that happened to me last week is I spent all week digging these 1 foot by 3 foot deep footers and these 6 by 6. Well, bottom line, Thursday it poured like it never did before. There was this major inundation in this area. I'm sure you saw it, the weather pattern. And I ended up, my 1 foot by 3 foot footers ended up being 22 inches wide because it all washed in by 1 foot high. And which means
lay them in sideways.
yeah, practically. I wish I could. The problem is, I what I should do is call the inspector and say, hey, what can I get away with? Because but he looks at the plans that have been approved, and there's no way around it. It's got to be done that way. And I'm fine with that. But the problem now is I have to reload all that stuff that I dug out. I have to bring it right back in, refill every single thing, make it flat again, compact it like it's never been compacted before, and then dig it again, nice and neat. Yeah. And hope that it doesn't wash it away again. And here's the problem. There's timing is everything, because you have the footer, which you dig. All right. Now, right after the footer is dug, and you hope it doesn't rain at night, the next day, early in the morning, if everything goes well, the termite guy, the subterranean termite pre-treatment, gets sprayed on the footer. Mm-hmm. Once that guy sprays the pre-treatment, then you lay the plastic and you install the rebar. So the vapor barrier and the rebar have to be installed after the pre-treatment, but it has to have a pre-treatment. And so what happens if the scheduling is wrong and the pre-treatment guy comes and then 2 or 3 days go by? You don't want to leave that exposed to the elements at that point. But, you know, if an ideal situation would be, as soon as I dig it out, I put plastic on it. That way, if there is any kind of flood or, you know, whatever, downpour, it won't muddy up or dampen the it'll stay dry underneath and compacted. I don't know. It's just,
it's called I don't know, safety features or safety guidelines that are set in place that are taken to extremes.
Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I mean, I you know, I always found it was a joke about subterranean termites. I mean, I always found it to be a joke, because think about it. I've got a 40 by 80 steel building on a concrete slab. What the hell is a subterranean termite gonna do to any of that?
Right.
Break its teeth?
Right. Sharpen his teeth, maybe.
Sharpen his teeth? I mean, it's you know. I mean, I understand they burrow underneath, and I do understand the whole logistics. They burrow underneath. They make caves and stuff like that. But you know what? No, this is nuts. This is not really. So I'm having stress cracks put in every 10 feet. Well, it is what it is, right? It is what it is.
Yeah.
So, anyways, after all of that, there's supposed to be another rainstorm tonight. I am not going to lay a hand on that thing until I know that the weather's clear for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. You guys get a lot of water, a lot of weather out there.
This time of year was beautiful. It was beautiful if the engineer would have moved his butt and gotten it when I ordered it, which was October, and he would have had it ready. But now I'm stuck with that. The trusses is the same thing. You know, I'm taking my time here with the block. I've got 4 and 5 rows of block up, and I'm taking my time because I don't need to rush. Why? I'm not going to kill my body physically, and the trusses won't be here till August. I ordered them in October.
Wow.
August.
10 months. Wow.
10 months. I cannot start my house for 10 months. I mean, you know, I've started it, and it's great, and it's, you know, but and I've got so much left to do, but the rest of the stuff is, you know, it's fairly quick, you know, but still. Yeah. So how you been doing? How are the kids at school?
Pretty good. We've got 5 more weeks, and I'm off for the summer.
Sweet.
But yeah, we'll see how it all goes. They're not forcing me into retirement yet, so I guess it's good. You know.
Yeah.
I don't think they would, but can't ever tell. You know.
Well, how old are you? You're not retirement age, are you?
I'm 61. I'll be 62 in October.
Yeah, that's not retirement yet.
Yeah, I know. And honestly, I'm the only. I mean, they've got adjuncts, but I'm the only full-time computer science teacher that they've got. So I hope that means something.
Yeah, pretty soon I'm going to put the walls up, and then I'll have to reposition the cameras. I'll probably put them all inside or something. I don't know. I've got cameras. I've got cameras on the trees around outside and stuff.
Yeah, watching. Are they wireless?
They're wireless. See, I made the mistake, though, of buying Zosi wireless cameras. And the problem with these particular cameras is these particular cameras are linked to the DVR that comes with it, the NVR or whatever that comes with it.
Right.
I do not know how to set these cameras individually to act as a regular IP camera. I don't know that they can, even though they are IP cameras, but it's kind of like a hybrid. It's I don't know, you know. If I had to do over again, I'd probably and here's the thing about these cameras though. My my other cameras, the ones I bought, also Zosi, but the wired cameras, those are fantastic. I mean, those are they have super high quality. They record everything. They're very crisp. These Wi-Fi cameras, and I got good Wi-Fi here. I got Starlink now, so they're not the best quality. They're the same quality, 1080, but they don't prove to be the same quality.
Right.
So probably what I'll end up doing is, I don't know, I'll figure out. The nice thing about these cameras is all I need to do is run an extension cord and make sure that that I have Wi-Fi in the area.
She's going to come by.
So can you show the property a little bit, what you've done with it? I mean, just
Absolutely.
Can you put the camera a little bit?
Yeah. Hang on.
Anyway.
Let me do that. Stand by. Let me. I'm so used to the other one of these. All right. Let me do the layout here, and let me swap the camera to the other side. Camera, and there we go. So we don't have to look at my ugly mug. Okay, so this is the.
Oh my God.
Here's the building. It's and there's my office trailer back there. I put a new tent up. It's nice and comfortable here. And so anyway, when you come in, let me do it. Well, first of all, that's the gate way up there, about 200 feet away, and then you drive up, and over here to the left, there's the garage sticks out all the way to there. I've got a 20-foot door here, a 16-foot door. That's a 2-car garage that's sectioned off in the steel building. So you would walk in through there, or you drive in through there. There's a little passageway, and you'd go in through the laundry room, which is on the side there. There's an opening on the side. I'll get to that in a second. That's a connection from the garage. Now here, and ignore the gap, that's going to be filled with, these are going to be filled with concrete columns. There's the door, the front door. So the front door, and there's going to be a window here. This is the dining room. Right over here, this is, well, there's a bunch of other rooms. I'll show them to you now. This room here is Carrie's office. It's going to have 3 bay windows. It's really nice. Okay, so we walk in, and we have now here's I've got it all kind of laid out there. There's Carrie's office. All right. We've got the bathroom here with that's a toilet and bidet over here, sink here, shower and jacuzzi. So this is a nice big huge bathroom with the block in it. This one over here is my wife's closet, and this is my closet. And then there's the master bedroom with
it's not big enough.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, it's only 18 by 25.
Closet's not big enough.
My wife is sitting here watching. Is
Yeah, it it's 18 by 25. It's bigger than my 2-car garage room. It's a beautiful thing. So
yeah.
so this is the view we have from, I mean, not the trailer. This is the view we have from our backyard, right?
She
And
really likes the trees.
oh, the trees are just phenomenal, phenomenal. And the whole thing looked like, um if you can look at that corner over there, the jungle that's, you might be able to see it, but the jungle over there that still hasn't been touched, that's how the entire property looked.
Yeah, yeah. I remember you were de-stumping and stuff. Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
See, we could have done that with that property eventually.
Yeah.
And
Now
so
we've got some property at Sebring.
oh, nice. Yeah.
That's
Looks like the forest.
yeah, looks like a forest.
It's a beautiful thing. So you got the French doors here, and this is all storefront windows or picture windows, whatever, windows, top to bottom, and yeah, 2 feet high and 2 foot to 9'4". So it's all from the living room and dining room, which is all open. That's the view. This is the kitchen. You cannot see the faded already. The lines I drew. You can see them a
A
little.
little bit.
Yeah.
So right here is the refrigerator. That's the pantry. That line over there, that's the rest of there's a counter all along that side. That's the all the kitchen stuff. And right here as well, there's more. And then there's a doorway to go out here to the hall. You have over here, you have where the blocks are, that's the dining room. This is my mother-in-law's room, which you go in through here. Oh, this is a half bath for guests. So from the hallway, it's right next to the door in case anybody needs to use a bathroom. Here's my mother-in-law's room, closet where the job box is, and then you got the bathroom in that corner there. 2 more windows up front over there.
Pretty neat. Pretty neat.
This is the laundry room, and it goes out to the garage where you park the cars over here. Well, the little hallway in the garage and the little section of the garage, which is 1/8 of my shop.
Yeah, 1/8.
So this is before I show you the girls' rooms. This is currently the the bomb crater that is my I've been working on it, but okay, let me get over here to this area so you can see what the rain did. So right here, I started to redo it, but it's too wide. It's practically 2 feet wide, and it shouldn't be. And originally, if I can get over here without falling in a ditch. So look what happened. This happened. I mean, everything. The rain just filled in the entire ditch that high. That's a 2x10. That's it was ridiculous. Where originally it was. This is the only part that was touched. Well, actually, it was touched. It was filled in a little bit, but that's how wide it should be. Anyway, let's go back to.
Do you dig it by hand or?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Gotta...
I was using my
backhoe,
tractor.
Right?
I using my backhoe, and then well, guess what? The backhoe this week, I think it's the pump, started leaking some hydraulic fluid, seriously, all over everything. I mean, it was dripping, and it was under the engine, so leads me to believe that it's that's my hydraulic pump. It's under warranty. It's only 6-9 months old, whatever. I brought it back to the shop, and I'm going to take a little break, but it'll be there a week, so there's not really much I can do. So this is my daughter's room, one of them.
It looks like you froze up, but it looks so small when you look at it
Sorry,
like this.
had
That's all right.
had trouble connecting there for a second.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
this is my daughter's room. Hey
yeah.
Jeff, good to see you. This is my daughter's closet. This is my other daughter's room. This is my other daughter's closet. There's obviously a wall between them, and that's a Jack and Jill bathroom for both of them.
Yeah.
And they're in college, so really that's
Thank you
their
for the tour.
huh?
Thank
Sorry.
you for the tour.
Oh well, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. And then there is
Nice.
the lake way back there.
The lake way
But
back there.
yeah, another 600 feet of walking, and you walk down to a lake.
Very
Again,
nice.
on my property. It's a beautiful thing. It's
How far is this from Lakeland?
an hour and 10 minutes.
North or south?
Northwest.
Northwest.
Well, I'm practically, if think about it, I'm in the center of the state. I mean, if you I haven't checked yet, but if you draw a line, you know that thin part of Florida where it looks like it's wearing a girdle?
Yes, I guess I do.
Central Florida, around there, if you draw, if I'm very, very close to the very center.
Yeah, what's the name of the
I'm right next to the villages. So
what's the name of the closest city?
well, the city I'm in is Lady Lake. The closest city is the villages or Leesburg or Ocala. I'm 20 minutes south of Ocala,
Okay.
or
Yeah.
40 minutes north of Orlando.
Well, if we ever make it down to Florida again, we'll come look. We'll come.
Absolutely. Love to have you guys
Visit
over.
before.
Yeah, absolutely. My move-in date is May of 23. That's the expected, date I finish. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm really taking my time. I mean,
Well,
because
your hobby, the relaxed guy.
I'm Javi the relaxed guy. Well, the thing is, hang on, let me go back to my relaxed state here, with get my plug on this thing. So the biggest issue is that because I have so much time for the trusses, I'm not going to. If it wasn't for the trusses,
Yeah.
I'd be already dried in, because I would hire somebody to do the block because they could do it in 2 days.
Yeah.
What takes me 3 months.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I've got 5, 6, 7 months, so I might as well do it myself.
yeah, honey. It's not the work. It's the immense work that just blows my mind. I mean, laying the brick, and then you got rebarb, and you got this, and you got that, and obviously you know what you're doing. I wouldn't, I'd have to research it, I guess, and I just couldn't ever see myself doing that.
Yeah,
I could do maybe a wood structure, but I don't
Right.
know about, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's a lot of, I'm of the belief that anybody could do anything with enough time and resources and
Sure.
and research. So yeah, you could definitely do it. It's a matter of, number one, do you want to? Because
Right.
I'll tell you right now, had I to do over again, and even halfway through the block, I'm actually considering having somebody finish the block for me, because right now I've got, it's already gone down, but I had like a ball on my elbow from, look, I've done a lot of work out here, and I could lift a lot, but it's not a matter of lifting. It's, these blocks are practically 38 pounds each. Well, not practically, they are. They're 38 pounds each, and I have to hold them like this at either chest level or below, and rotate them so they're plumb and level before, because if I drop them sideways, the concrete, if I lay them flat, it's a lot less work to just tap them into place. Whereas if I lay them sideways, they'll push out the concrete on one side, the mud, and then and then I got to lift them up again, remud
Remud, yeah.
everything. And we're talking do this 2,800 times. I've done it 1,200 times so far.
So you're halfway done.
What?
At least you're halfway
Oh,
done.
yeah. Oh,
At
yeah.
least that's
I'm halfway
that's
done.
a
I'm
novel.
definitely halfway done with the block.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried, but I'm taking a break. And the main reason I'm taking a break because I already designed this break into it because like I said, the trusses have to go on the solid beams on top. Okay, so all the concrete blocks get stacked up. At the very top, there are these U-shaped blocks that hold rebar. They're called bond beams, and they lintel blocks. You pour when you pour the concrete in the walls. You're pouring every so often a rebar filled column, a solid column of concrete. That's part of the structure of the house. But you're not filling every single one because that would be a ridiculous expense for no reason.
Right.
And you pour the entire beam on top. So the entire 300 lineal feet of the house gets a solid beam of concrete. At the same time, I have to put all the straps in. So I'm going to have one guy handling the pump and pouring in. I'm going to go behind him. I already have it marked and put the hurricane straps that go around the trusses. Now, once that's all ready, the trusses come in at that, and then I'm ready for trusses. The trusses come in. I get a crane, hopefully a helper or two. I could do it by myself. Many people have, so I might. Who knows? Just take a lot longer. And then drop the trusses into place. You'll see how they're done. I'm not going to go into details, but basically all the trusses go in, all the sheathing goes on the top, the plywood, which is now going for 85 a sheet.
Isn't that amazing?
I got 100 sheets going on top of this roof.
Yeah.
3,200, actually 3,400 square feet, but let's call it 32. That's 100 sheets. That's $8,500. Whereas when I started the project, it was $40 a sheet or 35 for 5 feet CDX. And it's so sad. But so then the paper goes on and the roof and all that. And it's dried in. So right now, because the trusses are not here, and I'm not expecting them till August 2, I don't have really any rush to finish any of this. Right. Because I know I could do it in less than a month. At the rate that I've been going, I could knock off the walls, and then it'll be a 2 days to schedule the pour, and we're done.
Hey, Jeff Robinson's asking a question. Will you be renting a backhoe to dig the footers since your tractor is in the shop?
No, I'm just going to wait till it should be ready soon. And the concrete guys were really, really nice. The concrete guys came out here and they said, we might be able to knock it out for you, no charge. So they might be doing it for me this week. They're really good guys and stuff. Because I had them out here and I said, what do you think? It's 22 inches wide. We could just dig it deeper and I'll just order more concrete. And he goes, no, this is what they said. We're here. The purpose is for us to save money, both of us. And he treats my house like it's his business. And he does quality work. This guy basically told me, don't spend an extra $3,000. Because I would, just to have this monkey off my back, I'd spend an extra $3,000 that I don't have. So the issue at the moment is the building comes in April 20th. And I've been waiting for this building since October. It's coming April 20th. And I don't have a slab ready for it. I'd rather not lay it on the ground and have it rust and stuff. So I'm a little bit, chomping at the bit and rushed. But if I take a step back, and thank God he brought me to my senses. He said, look, fill it back in, tamp it down. All you got to do, the only expense you'll have is renting a jumping jack, because I don't know if you know what a jumping jack is. It's like a plate compactor, but instead of riding behind it, it's a smaller thing, and it goes gong, gong, gong. It basically bounces and tamps down the earth really, really well.
Yeah, yeah.
And once that's done, they could dig the thin footer, and he basically has saved me $3,000 of concrete at the cost of maybe $100 or $150 to rent a tamping machine. And we're still within the deadline of April. I pushed it back from April 2nd because we couldn't have it ready April 2nd, but April 13th is when the pour date is. Now, I know that I'm going to have to lay the stuff on the ground for a little while, because I want this concrete secure for a good month before I start putting beams up and the steel building. But again, my scheduling wise, and it's all about scheduling when you're a contractor, all about scheduling.
Right.
And right now, since I'm stuck with the trusses, there's nothing I can do with the house, and I'm not in a rush. There are two things that I can do until then. Number one is the septic tank, which when my backhoe comes back, I'll dig it, and that's going to be a 1 week thing, taking my time. Normally it's a 1 day thing, but it's a 1 week thing for me, taking my time. And the steel building. So if I get the steel building is going to take me a while because I'm one guy. I'm going to rent a man lift for a month. And there are 5. You see behind me here these poles, all right? Imagine columns. There are 10 columns that go bolted down. I-beams. 10 columns that go straight up. Then, once you bolt those 10 columns, you attach a couple girts. Those are the metal pieces that go in between for stability. Once you have that up, then you assemble the 2 beams, right?
Yeah.
And then comes the tough part. Now you rent a crane, you lift these beams up, and 2 guys, probably Andrew will come by and visit, and my cousin, possibly my brother, and myself, and one guy will operate the crane, the other 2 on the sides with ladders with spud wrenches to align them, bolt them in place. Once those 5 sets of inverted V's are in place, and then there's at least a couple purlins. Purlins are the same thing as girts, but they're on the roof. Then I've got my basic skeleton done. I do not no longer need a crane, and I no longer need. I'll be happy for the help, but I no longer need help. At this point, I can put girts in myself with the help of the man lift. I could put the insulation myself with the help of the man lift. I could put the panels that drape the entire building with the help of the man lift. So
yeah.
So the rest is all me. The rest is all, it's a giant erector set.
Right.
Which is a beautiful thing.
Well, I'm gonna boogie off, man. I need to get my Saturday going and stuff. I've got some stuff in the house I'm moving around. And
you do that. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for dropping by. I'll probably be on here another 5 or 10 minutes, and it looks like it looks like that rain that was coming on Saturday is coming on Saturday. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Well, take and try to do stuff inside.
Oh yeah. I'm picking up the place, and then thing is, my brother's using my monitor now. If not, I'd be on the computer doing the budget and stuff. So it is what it is.
It is.
Well, catch you, Al.
I'm gonna say goodbye to Jeff out there. See you later, Jeff. Bye, Javi.
Yeah.
Good luck. It looks like you've made a lot of progress, to be honest. I mean, from nothing to 2,500 blocks, man. That's halfway.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff. An answer to your question. Yeah, I'll catch you later, Al.
All right. Bye-bye, man.
Yeah, Jeff. In answer to your question, the height of the building is, well, I got to do the calculations again. I thought I calculated 18 and a half feet. I'm not sure. It's 10-foot walls. Okay. It's 10 foot. I didn't want to go crazy. I didn't want to go high. I don't need that much height. I don't need to climb stairs in my life. 10-foot walls. And then, and I needed something high enough where if I need to get a tractor or a motorhome in there, I'd have a 12-foot door. So 10-foot walls. And it's a 4 and 12 pitch. So if it's 4 inches in 12, then in 20 inches, it's rather 20 feet, it's 80 inches. 80 inches is, let's call it 80. 72 is 6. So 73, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 6'6". And you add that to the, so it's 16 and a half feet is I expect is the height at the peak. 16 and a half feet. That sounds right. 4 and 12 pitch, 20 feet across is the because it's 40 feet, but it's 20 feet across, you know. So yeah, so that's what that is. So, and I'm tempted. I got to be honest with you. I'm tempted to build all. I'm not sure whether I want to build the columns and bolt them down, or, you know, and then worry about the beam, or build all 4 things on the ground, raise it up carefully, and just, you know, balance the entire thing, and bolt it down that way, because I can do that too. I'll talk to the guys at Great Western have been fantastic. You know, the engineer not so much, but the guys, yeah, Great Western Buildings, fantastic. You know, it's you know, I just wish it didn't take so long, but well, it is what it is. So there's the answer to how high. I've only walked 3,000 steps today. I'm so not used to just relaxing. It's a beautiful thing. Listen to those birds and the ducks, dog, crickets, chickens. There's a little chirpy bird, and then there's a. I hear a Carolina wren in the background. Still a lot of ducks quacking. Occasional woodpecker. Yeah, I got to build a bunch of birdhouses. Problem with the birdhouses is I have to the problem with the birdhouses is that I have to lower them. I have to build them in a way that I can lower them, so I don't have the damn caterpillars building nests inside them. So part of the year I'll just, I don't know, you know. I don't know if I actually want to do that, because then the birds won't see the houses and then they'll leave. Whereas, but then again, if the caterpillars build stuff in there, then there's a problem too. Yeah. I'll figure out a place to make birdhouses without caterpillars. The neighbors are calling their kids in because it looks like rain. It looks like it's getting a little dark. So I'm going to, unless you have any questions, Jeff, I'm going to call it a day. Let me know. I'll wait here for another half a minute because there's always a delay. Yeah, I am definitely looking forward to everything. By the way, I got a fantastic neighbor. I really want to say that my neighbor Doug is tops. You know, we were here having burgers the other day. In fact, I think I'm gonna make a burger if it looks like it's not gonna rain soon. I'm just gonna grab a burger and put it on the grill. We were just sitting and chatting. And it's great to have some, a friend to come by, company and stuff. It's just really, really nice. Really nice. So, folks, I guess I'm going to call it a day. There's still 3 of you guys out watching here. Anybody got any? Oh, wait a second. Let me see. No. Okay. Yes. Last time, and I apologize for that, Jeff. Last time I saw that there were no questions, and usually it pops up. But if I had scrolled up or something, then it doesn't pop up. It adds it to the bottom, and I have to scroll with my finger. And I don't know if I like that feature, but I guess it's a good feature because if I'm searching for something on the top, the last thing I want is every time somebody makes a comment, it jumps to the bottom again, to the end. But so I'm off, and I'm gonna go have a little burger and relax for a little while. You guys have a wonderful week. I've been so busy that when I get a little extra busy and I don't have time, I apologize. I can't always be live. I was doing the rebar, that's good, but when I do the groundwork, I'm not going to be able to move the camera and stuff like that. So I'll just leave it, leave it off camera. So have a wonderful day, folks, and I will probably be on again Sunday or Monday. Monday likely, not this Monday, but 1 week from this Monday, the 10th or 11th, whenever, the 11th. So have a great day, folks, and see you when I see you.